Thank God this show didn't murder another dog, or I was going to absolutely lose it and throw my TV in the garbage.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we've got Ava doing a little Silence of the Lambs cosplay over here and scaring the shit out of everybody on this plane. Get the phone back. She still has the phone, man. Grandma's murdering people, and she has the phone, dude. Can you please stay focused? Ho, hey, we're back.
We're back.
Season 2 of Beef. Hey, it's probably going to be like here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Whatever. So we are recapping season 2 of Beef, and we are deep into the beef. It's episode 7. It is time to start wrapping this up. We're almost at the end. I know.
What a journey this has been.
It both is and isn't, right? Remember when TV shows used to have like 20 episodes and stuff like that? Now they do 8. So
yeah,
we're almost done at 7. So, spoiler alert. You gotta see the spoiler alert. It's right up here. It's a spoiler alert right up here, because we're gonna spoil everything that's happening. That's literally all we're doing.
Here we go.
What's going on here, babe? Why don't you tell them how we start this episode off?
I think you should say it.
No, come on. I think you should say it. Tell them what Austin's doing over here. I will say this. I'll set you up. How about this? This is 3 weeks after the last episode where we saw Whoosh get the old smoosh. He got hit by a car and murdered. And now cut to 3 weeks later, Austin is
doing it in a cup.
doing it in a cup. Why?
They're going through IVF.
Oh, right. You've now reminded me that Ashley's #1 goal in life is to conceive a child with Austin. She cares about nothing more in this world than getting that baby. So he's putting a little baby batter in the cup.
Right. But what does he do with it?
He has a second thought. He definitely has a second thought. He's holding that cup. And he's like, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to have a baby. Baby? So he pulls a Dr. Robbie and goes for the hand sanitizer.
Oh, yeah.
You like what I did there? That's a Pit reference.
Yeah, he doesn't want a baby.
Isn't this so much easier than just having a direct conversation?
Of course. The hour of separation.
It is upon us.
Is.
Kate's what? Ashley is headed out of town with Lindsay and Ava on their facial surgery package that they bought through the country club. And she's packing up her bag to go to Seoul, South Korea. But she's not taking homie with her. He's going to stay back. And he seems thrilled about that. He's in like a very good mood, bopping around like, hey, babe, what do you need? Toothbrush? What do you need? Maxi pad? What do you need? I got it. Hold on. Here's 5. Bye.
He doesn't seem to really like her.
It is definitely a digression from the whole super in love moment. We are 7 episodes in, and they have gone from like, oh my God, it's engaged. I can't wait to like get out of here, go to Korea. I don't want to look at your face.
Right.
And she kind of asked him, like, do you want to come with me? Are you sure you don't want to come with me? And he's like, man, I'd rather land on a bicycle with no seat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So she's headed out the door with some like, keep your phone on all the time, please. If it's on silent, I'll send an assassin to kill you in the night. Please don't ever not have your phone, because if I get any updates about the IVF thing, she doesn't know about the whole sperm or murder situation. She's going to let him know that they've got an embryo ready to go. This is one of my favorite moments in the whole episode, and it happens right up top. He gives her a hug and says, I'll miss you. Pretty normal way to say goodbye. Mm-hmm. And then he steps back and she goes, can I get another hug and really feel the love? Can you hug me like you don't hate me?
Oof. Oof.
There's nothing wrong with this hug. Now, she's not 100% off base. She's right, because he doesn't like her anymore. So she's picking something up. But it looks fine.
Yeah, but you can just tell when your person's not hugging you the normal way.
Yeah, you're right. He immediately calls his mom after having a little like physical freak out moment. Gives himself a little extra bedhead, calls his mom, and she's like, "Did you do it?" And we are all immediately know what she's talking about. Like, did you break up with this chick?
Right.
End this. It needs to be over. And he's like, "No, I didn't do it."
Do you think his mom is relieved at all because she's white? Because his mom's Korean.
I don't think his mom's biggest issue with her is that she's white. Maybe. We don't know enough about his mom to know if she's just straight up against Ashley's race. I think she doesn't like Ashley for the same reason a lot of people in this episode and in past episodes don't like Lindsay. Like, they care about the guy. They're there for the guy first.
Yeah.
And then that guy brought home this chick at some point. Brought home Lindsay, brought home Ashley, and the family and the friends were like, we don't like her. And so I don't think she's ever liked her. I think it's mostly about her personality. She might also be relieved, but who is his mom to be like, don't be with a white person?
That's true. Because her husband's white.
I would imagine daddy's white. Otherwise, how did we end up in the situation we're in right now? Who is she to be like, I'd stay away from the whites. You know how it works out. Find a mirror.
Hey, some people are like that.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying, like, who is she to be like, don't do it when she clearly did it and the evidence is on our screen right now?
That's so funny. Yeah, that's a good point. But doesn't mean that you can just rule it out.
True. We cut to old Josh and Lindsay, and they are going over the divorce papers once again. And Josh is letting Lindsay know that he's giving her everything. He signed the new contract. He's going to get a raise. She's going to get a big fat piece of it because he had his little bufo. My mom turned into me and now I'm ego death and I don't care about petty shit. So you win.
Boo.
Lindsay's like, are you dying?
It's truly upsetting because she doesn't, in my opinion, deserve that.
You mentioned that in the last episode.
Yeah, I feel very strongly about it.
I love that she's like, so you're dying? And he's like, no, I'm not interested in being petty. I'm just trying to be the bigger person. I'm trying to be a good person. And Lindsay's like, I don't understand what you're saying.
So crazy, which is why she doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
It's infuriating.
This is fantastic.
This bitch.
The council guy, Mr. Speaking Hypothetically, is like, hey, we're trying to make arrangements for Whoosh's funeral. You know, the kid that smoosh. Here's the arrangement of where everybody's going to sit. Grandma's like, can she not sit up front? This woman? And he's like, that's Whoosh's grandmother. And Grandma's like, she cries really loud. It's going to ruin the whole funeral. And I'm trying to have a good time.
This is insane. And I think it's like a Korean thing. It's very like presentational, right? Like even in a funeral setting.
Sure, but I think this is less of a Korean thing and more of an insensitive monster thing. I think this is more about the fact that this lady has no feelings. She's a sociopath. This is not just about cultural differences here. She's like, the grandmother of the kid I murdered is going to be so loud. Can we not with her in the front? I'm trying to hear the service. And she's over here like, oh, my grandson. Enough. Can we move her to the back? Let her cry in the back?
Oh my God.
Are there some people who don't really care about him that can sit around me so that way they're not making any noise because, like, they don't care? You know what I mean? Someone like that. Anyone who's going to get upset, please keep them away from me. I'm expecting this to be one of my favorite funerals.
Let's be real. This is not her first rodeo.
No, it's also not her first funeral. Eunice is like, yo, what's up? Please don't kill me. And Grandma's like, so is everything ready for the trip to Korea? We're going to Korea together for the VIP thing. We're cool. Grandma messes up big time, leads to the whole conflict of the show.
Nice.
Thank you. But seriously, she leaves her phone behind and it's a huge mistake.
Yeah, and Eunice is about to say something and then doesn't.
That's very Korean.
Oh, yeah. Your favorite line, babe?
This is my favorite line. The one I said earlier about the hug is like my second favorite. My favorite line in this whole episode, one of my favorites in the whole series. Austin's on the phone with his mom, and he's like talking to her about everything that he's not getting done as far as breaking up with Ashley. And she's like, you need to get out of this. It's not good. She killed that lady's dog. And he's like, she didn't mean to kill the dog, okay? She left the door open. And the coyote killed the dog.
Right.
And Mom is like, do not blame the coyote, okay? Coyote is a coyote. Ashley is a Ashley.
Mm.
Oh, just another great line from Mom really quick. But if you had a baby, then you'd really be stuck. Do you hear that? Anyone who's watching this, who's considering have a baby with the wrong person? Don't have a baby with the wrong person. They're stuck for a minimum of a few years. And if you don't stay stuck, you're ruining the kid's life.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We're learning here that Austin understands his mom and she's speaking Korean.
Right. Yeah. And I don't think we realized he was that in touch with the culture and the language and stuff like that.
Yeah. Eunice, what are you doing there?
He's like headed off to go for a jog or a run or go to work or whatever. And all of a sudden Eunice pulls up in the driveway, Breaking Bad style, and is like, he's like, whoa, I just got rid of one emotional lunatic. What is happening? Nah, I'm kidding. He's like, how can I help? Are you okay? What's the problem? Like totally the opposite of how he treats Ashley now. He has now figured out pretty much everything she could possibly know. She knows about the doctor murdering the patient. She knows about the cover up. She's pretty sure they killed Whoosh. Like she's got the phone, crack the case. And she tells Austin everything.
Right.
And is like, I don't know what to do. And as much as I understand her panicking, is Austin the guy I'd go to? I mean, we like him.
Right. Who else would Eunice call, though?
I don't know. I think that's part of it. She just feels like there's no one else. He's like, okay, check it out. Take the phone, back it up to a laptop, put that on a thumb drive, and then I'll take the thumb drive to the authorities, and you can give the phone back, and no one will know what happened. And jackass over here was like, why would you go to Austin? And he kind of comes up with a pretty reasonable plan very fast. But Eunice also points out, she's like, I don't know about the cops. Maybe you should come to Korea. And even though his fiance invited him to go with her to Korea this morning, and he was like, nah, Eunice is like, you should come to Korea with me. And he's like, yeah.
Ruh-roh.
Grandma's like, I'm pretty sure I used to be able to remote erase my phone. I'm hitting the remote erase button. Hey, hypothetically, how do you... I don't know his name. Hypothetically, can you help me remote erase? I don't get it. So she's starting to get a little suspect.
Also, how is she so good with phones?
Well, she's a billionaire who has to deal with this kind of stuff all the time, you know? She's not like an older lady just sitting in a rocking chair watching Matlock.
Right. She's not an actual, like, Korean grandma.
No. And you know, babe, we've gotten to know her a little bit better, and I don't think she's a grandma. I don't think she has any kids.
She could be.
I don't think she has any kids. I think she didn't have any kids with the ex-husband. And then the ex-husband left her, or they split up, whatever, and he went and had whoosh.
Right.
So she has other people's kids, but she don't got her own kids, and they don't got kids. So boom, no grandma. I don't think so. Grandma tells hypothetically to execute the plan that we have, and he's like, okay, we'll send the people to Josh. It's like, what?
Josh?
Josh?
Why?
Why is Josh part of the plan?
Phineas, what are you doing here?
Phineas. By the way, shout out Phineas, who did like all the music for this show.
Yeah.
He's the composer for like the whole show.
So cool.
Everything that wasn't a Hot Chip song. This is always fascinating to me, is when you announce that you are breaking up with someone you've been with for a really long time, in this case, divorce.
Mhm.
And he's talking to Phineas and Troy and being like, yeah, we're getting a divorce, whatever. And Phineas is like, oh, awesome. Okay, so can I tell you what I really think of Lindsay now? And he's like, I guess. And Phineas tells him, yeah, we don't, and Billie Eilish, my sister, does not like Lindsay at all. Now, don't get me wrong. I tried. We could not get her to be on this TV show, but I am going to pass along a name drop and a piece of plot that she does not like Lindsay. And she says that even when Lindsay would try to say nice things, it sound like a mean thing.
Yeah, very true. She sucks.
She does suck. So we got Ashley and Lindsay and Ava getting on their first class flight to Korea. Fun times. Ava gets on really quick and is like, ugh, Troy. I was on the phone with him and he kind of blew me off and was like, won't talk to me, whatever. And Ashley's like, well, man, that sucks. Am I looking into a crystal ball of the future where if I get married, eventually my husband will not give me all the attention I want all the time? And Ava and Lindsay are like, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. They only are at your beck and call in the beginning. Once they lock you down, you're not going to hear from them if they don't feel like talking to you. Oh, hey, babe. Remember?
Austin.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Remember how I said I didn't want to come to Korea? Totally changed my mind. Just because I love you, babe. Love you so much.
He's really great at like the elevated, so excited to be around her.
Yeah, totally. All right. I got a coach seat, but Eunice is going to let me sit in her seat, which means that Eunice's seat was right next to Ashley. Ashley and Eunice were going to sit next to each other for 14 hours. That was the plan. What? But luckily they've switched. Eunice is going to sit and coach, and Austin's going to sit with this lady.
So nice of Eunice. Wow.
You nice. Also love that Ashley doesn't, she's so overwhelmed with the idea that he came because he loves her and misses her that she's like, I don't have any more questions. I'm so glad you're here. Eunice is quick to try to back up the phone on a laptop. Grandma's phone needs to be backed up because one thing that we learn in this whole season is gotta get that back up.
Back up?
Back it up. So what's the deal? We're gonna get rid of those backups? Back up or no? Should I back up? Or are you gonna delete the backup? I'll just back up. Back up? You can go ahead and delete that backup? I'm trying to help you out, Dr. Wellington, but I don't think you're gonna be doing very well, Wellington, if I back up and you don't delete the backup.
Back up?
Back up?
Back up?
He's like paranoid city.
Yeah.
Because she thinks that every single person in coach on this flight works for the grandma. And she's like,
She should be.
I think every single person who looks in her direction has been paid $5,000 by Josh via the country club to pay attention to Eunice. Did you say you know this guy?
I don't remember how I know him, but I've definitely worked with him.
Did he stare at you like this? Was he like, I just can't, you're so beautiful?
It was a Korean call. I do remember that. He was very nice.
Well, he's really nice to Eunice. Gotta close the laptop on the backup. Austin! This is rough, dude. You know, we say this on this show a lot. we're always like, they suck. That's like a way that we describe people. And I'm worried that maybe some people have watched us talk about people this way and like, wow, they're really judgmental. Here's what we're saying. We all, as people, have base instincts. We want to be shitty like out the gate, and you check yourself. Okay? You get mad, you don't hit people. You want something that's not yours, you don't steal it. Like that's just part of it. And when we say they suck, we're talking about people who are bad at denying that stuff. And Ashley got on this flight and was like, do you have to pay for any of this stuff? And they were like, no, it's free. And she was like, oh, cool. And rather than just appreciate it, she immediately is like, I'll have one of everything. Can I get two of everything? And I actually asked for a chocolate chip cookie. So could you get me that chocolate chip cookie? Faster, please. Warm it up.
Yeah, and then Austin is just watching this happen.
Mortified.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's like she's been a beverage cart girl. You know what it's like
Right.
to have rich people be snooty to you and be like, can you open that and put it on ice? Like she's dealt with this. And I
Right.
don't understand why that doesn't go off in the empathy part of your brain to when you are now asking for the beverage from the cart. You're not super polite.
Right.
So Josh, at Troy's behest, goes on a date with a friend of Phineas.
Yep.
Troy's been like, dude, you got to get on Raya, bro. I already made the recommendation. Get out there, get it wet. You're going to feel better. And he's like, nah, maybe in like a year.
Like a year.
That's what he says. And then Phineas is like, yo, do you want to just look at this picture of this chick? And he's like, no, I don't really. Where does she live? Is it close? Like, she doesn't bail because he's kind of socially off. She gets it. He's very recently divorced. She's patient with it. And they end up kind of hitting it off.
Yeah.
Lindsay signs the divorce papers on the plane. So all they got to do is file them now and they're divorced. Austin is like, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, babe. And by bathroom, I mean go talk to Eunice in secret, your favorite thing. The thing that makes you super happy, I'm going to go do that. And so they got to have a little chit chat about the phone. And she's like, I can't finish downloading the phone and do the backup because there's eyes everywhere.
Right.
It's Korean eyes on me.
Everyone's watching me.
Everywhere I look. And he's like, it's going to be fine. Just chill out. And she's like, you do the backup. He's like, I can't do the backup. I'm sitting next to Ashley, dude. She's going to be like, what are you doing? And what is that like?
Yeah,
Naked
it's
photos
stupid.
of Eunice? Like, what are you doing right now? So I can't do that. Go back to your seat. Be cool. It's going to be fine. Austin makes a really smart decision here. And as he's pleading with Eunice to do the backup,
Right.
he gets down on one knee in front of her. And then Eunice is like, I don't know what I'd do without you. And then Austin's like, I don't know what I'd do without you. What are we going to do without each other? From behind the curtain, Ashley emerges.
Oh, shit.
We can admit this looks pretty bad.
This does look pretty bad. He's like touching her thigh, which I missed the first time.
Yeah, dude. It looks like he's like, what's
Oh
up?
my God. Stop.
I just got something in my mustache real quick. Let me get it out. What's up? Is it Ashley? Am I saying that right? Josh brings new homegirl to his home, girl. And he's like, yo, Lindsay's going to Seoul to get some face stuff or I don't know, whatever. But this went pretty good. And maybe Troy's right. And he's like, oh, I left the door open again.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God this show didn't murder another dog, or I was going to absolutely lose it and throw my TV in the garbage. But Burberry Jr. is fine.
Burberry's okay. The
Yeah.
other Burberry.
Burberry too. She's like, you care about your dog?
That's hot.
That's so hot. It's so hot when you care about your dog. What's up? Cut right back to Ashley, who rolls her sleeves up and is about to make a Korean pancake out of Eunice.
Oof.
I don't know what I expected, but I was sincerely surprised when she just physically lunged at her. Like I thought it was going to be a quick screaming match at least first. But the moment he rips open that curtain, she goes, "What the?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"No, it's not what you think."
It's funny you say that because I was not surprised at all.
I think I look back and I'm like, I shouldn't have been surprised, but it did shock me that she just boom went for like what, because it's also, again, you're on a flight. She's not a rational thinker.
Yeah, right.
And you can't get into a fist fight on an airplane. Like the U.S. Marshal will detain you and put you in handcuffs. This is not, that's like being on a plane and being like, wouldn't it be funny if I had a bomb? You can't do that. Austin's like, calm down. It's not what you think. It's going to be okay. Let me explain. And Ashley's like, give me some scissors and your balls. Austin's like, check it out. Grandma is killing people. This is bad, okay? We're trying to get to the bottom of a serious crime over here. We're the fucking Hardy Boys right now, okay? You need to chill out because there are people getting murdered. And Ashley's like, oh, so I didn't realize people are getting murdered. Just like still freaks out. She wants to just claw her eyes out. How cute is it that as Austin goes down the aisle with Ashley, like in arm, in like a little domestic conflict, someone points a phone at him. And you pointed out when we watched this, we're back to episode 1. How the turntables.
Oh, shit.
So Lindsay hears them fighting, and she hears Austin say, you killed their dog. And Ashley's like, what? And he's like, they have a very racist neighbor who told me that our car was caught on her Ring camera driving past the same day that the dog got out, and I know it was you. And Ashley's like, it was an accident. And Lindsay's like, I'm going to kill this bitch.
Well, isn't this crazy that he finds out another way?
He found out another way a month ago.
And never said a word.
Never brought it up to her. By the way, I cracked your code, you little Burberry killer. Cut back to Josh. Josh has already slept with this chick and kicked her out of the house very efficiently. She's gone home. Just a little smash. And vamonos.
Rude.
Maybe. She might have left voluntarily. She might have just been trying to smash also.
Okay.
He's on the phone with Troy. And he's like, this was like one of the healthier evenings I think I've had in my whole life. Which is so sad.
Oh, boy. Oh,
He's
gosh.
been married for a number of years. This one night stand he just had is the healthiest thing that's happened to him.
Let that sit for a second.
Troy is making a pretty solid argument about how most people get married too early before their prefrontal cortex is fully done developing, which is very intelligent and true. But it's hard to focus on that because Josh is like, I keep hearing noises? Who's here? He's very like suspect.
Right.
It's just Burberry 2.
Burberry 2.
It's just Burberry 2, dude. He's getting into the whole pillow situation. Lindsay's got like 40,000 pillows, and dogs love pillows. They like to lay their head on them like a person.
Where's his sweater?
I don't think Lindsay would be okay with Josh putting Burberry 1's sweater on Burberry 2. She's already upset his name's Burberry.
Right, that's true.
And remember, let's not forget from episode 5, it's not your monkeys, Burberry's monkey. So I don't think she's going to let him put the sweater on him. I love that Troy is like, hey, let me FaceTime you. I got to show you something physically, okay? I can't explain it. You guys are like this. And he does this whole like thing with his hands that he had to show him all of a sudden.
Right.
And Josh sets him up on like the counter. It's about here and here. When you get here, and then you need to get, and he's like doing sign language or something. It's not the best physical metaphor. It's one of those things like, have you ever had someone FaceTime you and they're like, I got to show you something. And you're like, okay. You answer the call, you go from like phone to FaceTime and you're like, what's up? And then they show you the thing and you're like, You FaceTime me for that?
Yeah. And it's showing here that Troy kind of knows some therapy stuff. But you're like, what are you taking in, Troy?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of all over the place.
I'm telling you, it's full Funkle vibes, dude.
Yeah.
There's wisdom in there, but you gotta dig for it a little bit. Troy's
And then he falls off.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, wait. But then the context that you lay out, I'm like, should I listen to you? Josh is trying to get the whole hand thing. He's trying, man. He wants to understand, and Troy's all he's got. Unknown caller. He doesn't take it. Stays on the line with Troy. Meanwhile, the unknown caller is Lindsay calling from the sky, being like, they murdered our dog. They killed our dog. Answer the phone so I can tell you about Burberry's murderer.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we've got Ava on like 3 Zoloft or Xanax or whatever she took, a whole bunch of pills to try to go to bed, doing a little Silence of the Lambs cosplay over here and scaring the shit out of everybody on this plane, talking nonsense in her dream state. Not really relevant to the plot, but Jesus Christ, I couldn't not show them this.
There's so many women who do shit like this on planes, and I don't get it.
Ashley pulls the same shit that Josh did earlier in the season, where she shakes the seat of the person she's on the plane with and is like, oh, you're awake. Wow, it's turbulence. Is this like a regular gag people are always doing?
It's psychotic.
Ashley's like, will you switch seats with me? I just can't sit next to Austin when he comes back. I just hate him so much. And she's like, what's that, dog killer? You need some help from me? Love to. Thanks for killing my dog. Ashley's over here like, do you know there's no Wi-Fi? It's business class. Is it not business class that we're in? What are we even paying for? I mean, I'm not paying for anything because Ava's paying for everything. But what is Ava even paying for? They don't even have Wi-Fi in business class. I hate Austin and Eunice. Austin is still in coach with Eunice, kneeling down in the aisle, very much in the way as people keep walking by. And he's like, sorry, I'm sorry. I just need to keep talking to my girlfriend. Can I call you that yet? Anyway, what do I do about Ashley, man? She sucks. And she's like, okay, get the phone back. She still has the phone, man. The whole point is that grandma's murdering people and she has the phone, dude. Can you please stay focused?
And he's like confessing his love.
Yeah, and he's like, I hear you about the phone. Also, I love you. So you gonna say it back or? No, I'm gonna get the phone. Just shut up. I love you. This dude tries to kiss her.
My God.
She's like, go get the phone. And he's like, yeah, no problem. She's like, hey, you're still engaged. We're on this plane. You're in the aisle. Go get the phone. The flight attendant is like, get out of the aisle. Okay? Stop trying to kiss the other passengers. And I heard your little conversation. Go get the phone. Austin's like, yeah, totally. And he like stands up and then immediately is like, so I'm going to break up with Ashley. But now Lindsay, who is mad at Ashley for killing the dog, is going to fetch Ashley a drink and then using the like gross airplane bathroom to make her drink gross.
Right. The drink stuff is so gross. But I predicted that Lindsay was going to throw the phone in the toilet.
Right, because she got the phone from Ashley.
Yeah.
And again, they do the same gag.
Right.
Where they're like, oh, I got a gross drink. What is it? Oh, I almost drank it. And then I didn't. Like, stop doing the same thing over and over again to try to make the point that they're the same. It's too many times.
I agree.
Oh, she almost drank the goop-de-goo. I'm done. I can't say goop-de-goo anymore. It's been too long. It's too many times. Austin's like, what's up? She and I are together now, and we're in love. And Eunice is like, shut up. And he's like, in a minute. We need the phone. Give us the phone back. And Ashley's like, no. And they have a big argument, the four of them, about how serious this is and how complicated this whole situation is. And Lindsay's like, I threw the phone in the toilet, dude. We don't have the phone anymore. And they're like, so why did you put the phone in the toilet? What? And she's like, because I know you killed my dog. I know you killed my dog. You killed Beverly. Oh, no. I did not think that was going to come up. Meanwhile, Ava's like, I have been asleep this whole time. And as an audience member, you're like, right, Ava, Silence of the Lambs mask. Right. God, she's on the show?
Right. 12-hour flight. Hey, I want to be just like Ava.
Ashley has a sip of her nasty little drink, and immediately Lindsay barfs into a bag.
So gross. Why?
So Josh is like, let's check out Raya.
Hell yeah.
Let's see what's going on. And he finds like all these like Sydney Sweeney looking bitches on his phone that live in his area. Pretty cool. He immediately gets a DM from one of these young hot chicks. Is like, do you live in Oha too? I need you to come bang me out like a drum. And
Tonight.
He's like, yeah, tonight. What's up? Josh is like, it's like this whole time. All you do is pop open the thing and it's like swipe, zoom, come get some.
Pretty cool.
It's amazing. Good for you, Josh. Go get some. He also just had sex moments ago. Man, I can't say I've never, ever been in this situation. Not this situation, but like the situation where you're like, you hook up and then they leave and then someone else is like, come over right now and hook up with me. And you're like, oh, I'm tired. All right. So he's like, ooh, Alexis looks good in these photos. Blink. Lindsay's like, answer the phone.
Nope.
Decline. I'm back to my dirty text message. All of a sudden, the power shuts off at Josh's house.
Uh-oh.
Dum, dum, dum. These like Korean mafia guys meet them at the gate and like stone cold escort them through the airport. And Ava's like, I love Korea. Their greeters are so cool. And Lindsay like, they're not greeters. Okay.
Again, I want to be like Ava.
Yeah, I kind of do too. She's fun dumb.
What
as
a
Dan
simple
Soder would
life.
say.
Yeah, I love being smart, but sometimes I do
Give it all up to be fun dumb. What's up? Welcome to Korea. You got the phone? Where's the phone at?
So scary. It's like 2 men there, 2 men at the top, 2 men at the bottom.
I like that his suit matches his hair. Welcome to Korea. Hey, we're so excited to see you. Do you have the phone? Where's the phone at? Give it to us now. Eunice is like, yeah, I left the phone in Montecito. I'm so sorry. It was an accident.
This does really remind me of Squid Game.
They walked off this plane and into Squid Game. The vibe is immediately Squid Game.
Like, because they're like, welcome to Korea. And then the music starts. And then they're like, we have the cars lined up, blah, blah, blah. Like,
the fact that these guys don't have those masks on is shocking to me. Like the PlayStation shape masks.
they probably were the guards.
It's probably the same actors, right? That played the guards in Squid Game are the mafia guys in this.
I believe it.
I do too. He's like, hypothetically speaking, if we were to pat you down right now, would we find the phone? Where's the phone?
And Ava's like, God, I love how safe they are here.
It's like so secure. She's like, feel me up. You're so tall. It's amazing. I have no idea what's happening right now. It's my favorite. But to be fair, it's usually where I'm at.
Meanwhile, Josh is doing this.
Yeah, he's just like mainlining. You might as well be injecting it into his arm. Just getting that Viags all up in the gums, dude. Just like, direct and erect. Martín, MVP. What's up? Don Juan de la Nooch. I really don't understand his methodology. I mean, I understand that he is trying to get the Viagra in his system even quicker. But I don't know, was he like snorting it? He crushed a bunch of pills up.
Right.
And then he doesn't get to ingesting them the way he planned. And so he sweeps them all into his hand, throws the powder into his mouth, and just swizzles it down with some drank.
Yeah. Oof. I don't know.
This is the coyote that Troy mentioned in an earlier episode. He was like, you were like a coyote, man. Different girl every week. Just like, oh. The coyote is back at it like an actual crack addict because he's crushing up pills. Doorbell in the dark. So Josh is like, what's up, Alexis? What's going on? Checks his little millennial mullet. Are your big perfect fat titties here or what's up? Girl, where you at? Perfect fat titties. Where are you at? Doorbell? Back up? You trying to get that back up? Trying to back up? What's that? If your doorbell ever rings or someone knocks on your door at night and you open the door and nobody is standing right there, do not walk outside keeping your eyes focused outward. This dude's never seen a horror movie before.
Right.
And let's see how it works out for him.
So they're executing the plan.
This is the plan.
With Josh.
Josh execution.
Yeah, definitely not Alexis. Huh.
No perfect fat tits. This is the perfect fat hit.
Great episode.
Dun dun dun. This is how you play that on piano. We also do piano tutorials on this channel.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine?
No. So, pretty good episode. Very good cliffhanger going into the finale. And looking forward to that, because do they kill Josh? You've been wanting more people to die. That's been a thing, because as you mentioned, Koreans want people to die. And you've been wanting more people to die, and so far we've only gotten Whoosh and the patient and the dog. But you want more people to die.
I do think they're gonna kill someone.
I definitely think some murder is gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. But who?
That's a good question. Do you have any final predictions for the finale before we get into it? Like, is there something that you really want to see happen in the last episode?
I don't want Lindsay to win.
Yeah, Lindsay needs to be punished, dude.
I think she's terrible.
Yeah, and Ashley needs to be punished, too.
Yeah, I really want
and
Austin.
Chairwoman Park needs to be punished, too. I hate to say this, all the women need to be punished on this show.
I just want Austin to be alone.
Yeah.
I think he needs to have a single journey for a little while, and
no Eunice.
No Eunice, no Ashley, just figure himself out. I'm really rooting for his self-love, self-discovery journey.
What do you want for Josh?
I don't want Josh to die.
Me neither. Especially ego death Josh. He seems like he's become such a nice guy. He's just trying to get it wet and hard.
Yeah, so I want him to win, whatever that means.
Yeah, he's someone who's made mistakes, but he's not a bad dude. And Lindsay has made mistakes, but she's a bad dude. And Ashley has made mistakes and is increasingly a bad dude. And Austin's done very few bad things, and he's a good dude. So there's that. Also, I would bet that Grandma gets no punishment because it feels like the lesson from this whole universe and creator is like, yeah, dude, the rich, they get away with it. And she's the richest one on the show. So I bet she gets away with everything.
I think you're right about that. Yeah. And I think with Eunice, don't be with Austin. I think she already has the right idea, right? Like
she knows better, dude.
Yeah. She's already like, you don't know me.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, I love you.
Me.
And she's like, pump the brakes, get the phone.
Great episode. Solid.
Solid. Like, subscribe, all that stupid YouTube stuff. and we'll catch you on the next one. Also, tune in to some additional videos that we're going to be doing on this season that are not the recap. We're going to be publishing some videos that are just some thoughts that we've had throughout the episodes, therapy thoughts, writer's thoughts, things like that didn't fit into the recap format that we recorded along the way. So kind of insightful outtakes.
Hell yeah. Stay tuned.